I really don't know how to start this video because, to be honest, I can't think of a single person who gives a fuck, but essentially a snaky YouTuber has made a video on me. I've literally done nothing to this guy for the last like 3 or so months apart from have a little argument because of something that happened, and I'm just going to explain what happened later in the video because there's a point in his video where he lies about what caused the argument. But then again, he's already made so many digs at me in videos, for example his Q&A, and he's already dropped the diss track on me for that situation in the first place. So regarding to this video alone, I don't know what I have done to cause this, right? And the irony is, he doesn't know either. Literally in the first clip the first clip in his video, he says this.
Okay, before the video starts, I gotta say this. Before you guys say, Mythical, why are you making the video on MVP Elliot? What the fuck did he do, you bitch? Well, I'm making the video on him because I can, alright? It's my channel, I have the rights to, and he's a public figure. So, of course I can make this on him.
Because between you and me, if I was going to make a video on someone out of fucking nowhere, I would explain some context to why I'm actually making the video, and I know for a fact he's going to bring up the whole argument about him just being a snake, which once again I'll get onto later in the video. But the thing is, he's already said his bit on that with the diss track and the dig in his Q&A, which was just forced and faked as well. So like I said, I'll just get onto that later in the video, but I mean literally in the first clip you can see he doesn't have a fucking clue why he's making this video. So yeah,
so if you want to say, oh Mythical, you're just doing it for the views, for the clout, okay, let me say this, okay, he has 3k subs, he does not have clout, okay? Like, you could say that when he gets 1 million or 500,000 subs, okay, then fair enough.
Now I want you to just bear in mind the line, he has 3k subs, he does not have clout, which I'm not saying I do, but bearing in mind this is coming from a 2k channel who later in the video says this.
The way he did it is just another excuse to use my name in his title.
We're either both using each other's names for clout and views and their own self-gain, or none of us are. I'm sorry, but you cannot make a video titled MVP Elliot is the worst YouTuber ever and say you're not using my name for views and then have the cheek to say I'm using your name for views. I mean, the difference is you're actually using my name in your title and I'm not in this reaction video. So, do you know what I mean? But the thing is, like I said, you can't just change that statement when it's convenient for you. Like I said, we're either both doing it or no one's doing it.
Oh, I gotta say this, MVP Elliot, there will be some edgy jokes. So I know that you don't like edgy jokes, so I recommend that you leave right now before you moan like a little bitch like normal.
So, a little backstory to why he just said that. Essentially, he's referring to when I got annoyed at him telling my friend to kill himself. At least that's one of the reasons he's saying that. There's other reasons which he will get onto in the later in the video, and I'll respond to. But essentially, I'm just going to play the clip of what happened. So essentially, this is after Kieran had told me what Mythical had done. Once again, that's coming into the video. Right? Essentially, Kieran went in his live chat and he was calling Mythical out for some suspicious accounts that are only on his channel, and it got to the point where, because Mythical was a little bit angry because he was being put under pressure, this happens. Now it's like a minute long, so you have to bear with me, but this is the clip in its full context, so Mythical can't say shit about taking it out of context.
Life isn't real.
What's not? I don't know any of these fucking people, kids, alright? I don't have these people on Discord. Fuck off, man. You're pissing me off.
As best as I could.
So now what? You're just gonna hand me back to the CIA? Is that the plan, Nathan?
They brought you here because they have something for you to do, and they'd be very grateful if you do it.
They seem like a big fan. Get the fuck away from me, kid.
You're asking me to help the people who wanted to kill me? Is that what you're asking me, Nathan?
Listen, Jody.
Why should I listen to you?
You're actually annoying little shit, kids, honestly. Your logic is fucking stupid.
The power or the fame?
Oh, stop that, Jody. You know that's not true.
You know
I know nothing
what is
anymore.
difficult. I don't have people like them in my Discord, okay? Or I don't even have his Discord. In other
If
words,
entities enter our world, do you know
can
what
you
that will
actually
mean,
fucking
Brody?
stop? You're pissing me off.
What has all this got to do with me?
Go away,
Because
you
you
little
know the
spicy
info
little
better
cunt.
than anyone.
It's the CIA's job.
Oh, now I'm getting dislikes. I
Done with
wonder why. Yeah, go and kill yourself, mate.
Now, the thing that pisses me off the most is how he just falls behind this fucking defense mechanism and tries to justify saying that, and by calling it an edgy joke. First of all, it was not a fucking joke. Everybody and their dog knows that you were in a pissed off mood, right? And I'm pretty sure in your video you mentioned that you were in a bad mood and that's why you said it. So why are you now trying to say it's a fucking edgy joke? I mean, the thing is, this is Mythical all over. He'll say one thing to save his ass, but then 2 weeks later or whatever, he's just going to say something completely different, and that's why he's going to get exposed for it. But let's just look at the definition of an edgy joke. Basically, an intentionally offensive and mean-spirited humour they can't understand or take too seriously, as well as a reference-based humour they are out of the loop on. So essentially, it's an offensive fucking joke. People are allowed to be offended by a joke that they seem and deem offensive. I mean, you might not be offended because suicide's probably never affected your life. Regardless of how many times you talk about your mum, everyone and their dog knows you fucking lied. So don't ever try and justify something as edgy when you don't understand why people can't see it as edgy. I mean, the point I'm trying to make, right, is you can't expect people to respect your side of the situation when you call it edgy if you can't respect their side for being offended by it. And as someone that's been affected by suicide and people, you know, killing themselves, I mean, that's what suicide is, but it's quite hard to see that as an edgy fucking joke. And for someone who's nearly experienced suicide and went on this fucking whole mental health trend, right, you should be able to see why I'm offended as well. More evidence to back up that you're talking utter shit.
Imagine a grown-ass man getting offended over the N-word. Yes, you heard me right. What the fuck?
Well, I mean, imagine. Did you just call me the N-word? Call me again, go on. Call me again. I mean, you guys can go and rewatch that clip if you want. I personally didn't seem too offended. I mean, like, I knew it would make a generic video when a kid gets angry and is racist and stuff like that. And the whole idea is, I don't want to promote racism. So the idea of that video was to stop future people in the future doing the same thing. So obviously, yes, I had to promote it to an extent, but that's besides the point. So essentially, he's basically now lowering the, I guess you could say, the power of the N-word. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I personally don't get offended by the N-word. I mean, it's not something that can be used towards me as like a racial term, right? Let's just get out of the way. But at the same time, he was saying that he was saying it as an insult, meaning he actually meant sort of anger behind that. And that's why I said, like, did you just call me the N-word? Because he was saying it not humour-wise. He wasn't saying it to be humorous. He was saying it to be, like, insulting. And that is why I made the video in the end. It's not me exaggerating the use of the word, because that word's ended careers. Look at PewDiePie. You know, he didn't end his career, but look how many other careers ended when the apocalypse happened. Like, it is a powerful word. And I don't understand how you can't see that.
Saying the N-word does not make you a racist. Like, I can even show you that it does not make you racist by playing one little thing.
We are very fucking stupid to hold the word high standard, whereas every other slur, that can be used in a comedic sense or editorial sense, but not this one, because that one has history. Well, guess what, fucking retards? All the other ones have history too.
Now, in the context of iDubbbz's video from that clip he just said, it's a very good fucking point, but in this context, it makes no sense whatsoever, because I haven't been called any other insult. If I got called other words that iDubbbz mentioned in that video, I would do the exact same thing. Like, literally, this is so unfair. You're literally, like, if anything, you're the one taking shit out of context, because in reality, I haven't been called any other word than that word, so that's why I've only criticised that word. I'm not just prioritising that word over every other fucking word. Like, it's so dumb. Like, why? Why are you manipulating a situation?
And it's kind of funny too, because you did say to someone to kill themselves, which I exposed like 6 months ago, I'm pretty sure. And his only way to get out of that is to say like, oh, he faked it, it's all fake. Alright then, show the actual evidence that I faked it, and then feel free to say it to everyone.
Oh shit. Never mind. It is worse.
The bitch did try to start more shit with me, and I'm gonna show you. So the argument started on the most legendary app ever called Discord, alright? So basically, apparently I talked about his retarded little sister and sharing my fucking opinion over something what I thought wasn't right what he was doing.
What? You and I both know the reason this started was because Kieran told me that you were talking shit about me to him behind my back, and you had the cheek to call Kieran a snake for telling me what you were doing, even though, like, you literally started this entire situation because you snaked me. Now, I'm not trying to, like, sit here and play the victim card, but I am the victim to this. I'm sorry, there's no other way of putting it. You're the victim of being, like, I don't know, you're the victim of justice. I don't know, I really don't. It's more karma, if anything. But at the end of the day, right, it's not that peak, because in reality, me and Kieran stuck up for him in the drama where we didn't need to, and now he's gone and lost people that stuck it for him. I can't think of another person that would stick up for him right now. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But the point I'm trying to make is, I don't know why you're lying about what started this. If anything, it's more because you know that if the truth came out, people would see you as a snake, and that's exactly what you are. So, I mean, people watching the video right now you know why the situation started. It had nothing to do with anyone else apart from me, him and Kiers, realistically, and Kiers will back me up on that as well.
And if you want to check MVP Elliot's ratings on his ones, then feel free, because oh god, they are low as fuck. And don't say that I use alt accounts to make that shit low as fuck, because you have no evidence that I used alt accounts.
Apart from the fact that I do. Now, if you remember last year, I made a little mini-series called The Downfall of David McLeod, and it was a documentary on Mythical, and it was meant to be like an episode-based series of me just harpooning him, because there was so many things he could be exposed for. It wasn't just for no reason, but I ended up stopping it because I just couldn't be bothered with drama, and it took me maybe like a month to just sort of give up with it. But essentially, in that documentary, he got exposed for having an alternate account. So I'm just going to play that clip right now.
Pretty odd how you magically have back up to 11 likes. And edgy faggot, OMG, love your content, bro. You are such a legend. The funny thing is, I'm from MVPELLIOT, but I can see that you messed up a human being. You're epic, bro. That's funny,
MVPELLIOT and his lazy content. Oh boy. And before you say, well, Mythical, commentary channels are known for lazy content, so why are you bringing this up about someone else? Well, mister, let me tell ya, commentary channels being lazy isn't always the case, okay?
No, it isn't always the case, but the thing is, Mythical, we'd understand his commentary can be a huge range of things. I mean, take Ave, for example, a very good YouTuber, very underrated, and if I'm being completely honest, I actually hope he overtakes you in subscribers, because one, your subscribers are fake, and two, he actually fucking deserves it. But the thing is, he does commentary on other stuff as well, but the thing is, you only do drama videos. I mean, what? I mean, you take the piss later in this video about my recent video on the Fortnite Chapter 2 being extended, yet you don't understand. That is a commentary, and what I'm commentating on is the fact that Fortnite season got delayed. You see commentary as just drama videos, and to be honest, speaking about someone else for about 20 minutes doesn't take fucking skill, because you're not putting any effort into it. Okay, fair enough, if you actually want to make a good video, you'll take time to research, and I don't know why you claim that you do research. This video was fucking dog shit.
We all know that MVPELLIOT streams a lot, right? Because it's all over his channel and all that stuff. And let's just say this, streaming is just another way to put out content really quickly. And it doesn't take much effort at all to live stream.
Now, he does go on to argue the points that I'm trying to make, but I don't care what he makes, like what arguments he makes. You're wrong. Streaming does take fucking effort. I mean, you're literally putting yourself through hell at times. I mean, I stream customs, and maybe it's just my audience, but from what I know from other Fortnite streamers, you get it all the fucking time where people will just grief your games. Then you got to rely on the live chat. I mean, if you have a really successful stream, you know, 20, 30 viewers, then, you know, it's fucking difficult, because you have to make sure you're trying to read everyone's messages, and if you don't read all their messages, then they're going to get annoyed, and you, like I said, you got to deal with people griefing your games. If I stream customs, someone we might accidentally still host, and I've got to change the code. Like, I don't care what you say, streaming can be so fucking stressful, and I'm not trying to be rude, Mythical, but when you stream on your second channel, you get like 2 viewers. You don't have to rely on, you don't have to like worry on reading your live chat. Literally, you can just play the game. Like, not trying to be funny. If you, like, why am I going to take advice from you? Like, I'm not trying to be funny. Like, okay, I'm going to stop ranting about this now, because it's just boring me.
And another thing so fucking lazy with this guy is his Fortnite montages. Yes, it's a bit more work than live streaming. I'll give him that.
This is coming from a guy that has uploaded 0 montages to his channel. He doesn't have a fucking idea what he's talking about, so why are you making a point about it? I mean, don't get me wrong, when I first started making Fortnite montages, there wasn't much editing to it, there really wasn't, but now I've come to a point where I have actually not posted some Fortnite montages because I didn't think the editing was good enough. I mean, you're talking making clips on beat. You got to get good clips, which means you got to be good at the game, and if you're having a bad day on the game, you've got to play so you get better, so you can get clips. You don't understand how much work goes into a Fortnite montage because you've never made a fucking montage in your life, and it goes for any other game. I don't understand why you're making points about something you know how, like, you literally know fuck all about. And then basically his last point was just him talking about a video that I explained the whole Fortnite Chapter 2 being extended, and he calls that a lazy video. I mean, personally, I don't care, because that's a commentary and you base your channel on commentary, so if you want to call that video lazy, then I'd love to see what you think about your own channel. But the thing is, you don't actually realise that, do you? And you'll say that your video is fucking godlike when in reality it isn't, but the thing is, I'm just going to use your argument against you and say this video of yours was fucking lazy. There was BTEC editing it to it, there was no structural points. I can't think of a single point in this video that actually made me think, actually, do you know what, okay, like, his main argument was that I'm too sensitive, when in reality I personally think that anyone that tells anyone to kill themselves is fucking morally wrong, and they should be like, not terminated, I think that's a bit far, but they do need to be taught a lesson. But in reality, I don't care enough about the situation to actually like do that. I mean, like I said, this video was just me defending myself, and I can't be bothered to take this any further. Obviously, yes, he's going to respond. Yes, he's going to say that all my clips are fake, they're out of context, they're manipulated, and he's going to fucking try and spam this video with dislikes. And that's why this video's ratings have been removed. I can't be bothered for this argument because it's just an ego thing. He's the one with the agenda, and he's the one that cares so much about likes and dislikes. That's why he literally said it in his video, oh, check out the ratings. Who cares? Reality, who cares? I'm probably going to keep this video unlisted. If it became public, then, I mean, fair enough. But like I said, I really couldn't care about the situation anymore. I'm only making this video to defend myself because there were false accusations made. And apart from that, that's pretty much the video, guys. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And until next time, take care.